Guys, let me get this out of here. All right. So, what is going on? Today is day one of Traffic and Conversion Summit. So, we have been here for a couple of days going to masterminds and events and blah, blah, blah. If you have ever been to Traffic and Conversion Summit, you know that there are tons of events that kind of run alongside Traffic and Conversion Summit. So you will be in a conversation with somebody and they'll say, are you going to this party tonight? Are you going to this thing today? Are you going to this brunch? Are you going to this? And blah, blah, blah. That's Traffic and Conversion Summit. It's not just the event itself. It's everything that runs along with it. And so, we've already been through 2 days of this. But today is when the event actually happens. If you've never been to Traffic and Conversion Summit before, I was telling my people earlier today, in AMU or in Inner Circle, excuse me, that Traffic and Conversion Summit was one of the very first things that I did whenever I was starting out that actually was helping me. So I bought a lot of, courses, just like everybody does. So I bought a lot of courses. There were a lot of dudes sitting on the front of Ferraris saying, hey, I'm going to help you do X, Y, and Z. And then you buy the course and you're like, that didn't help me do X, Y, or Z. I'm not sure that you know what X, Y, and Z are. With my background from GoDaddy, I wasn't no spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what should work and what is likely not going to work. I just needed some more details. But these people were teaching things that there's no way they could work. And so Traffic and Conversion Summit was one of the first places where I was like, oh yes, this is it. This is that thing. This is that thing that's going to actually really be helpful for me. So I dug into that stuff, and I dug in until I didn't need to dig in anymore, Like I dug in until I supplemented my own information with what it filled in the blanks on, and then I was able to start trying and failing, quite frankly. Let's talk about that for a second, because I went through a long period of trying and failing, and I feel like when a lot of people, whenever you first start, you try something and then you fail, and then maybe you think to yourself that it's not for you because you failed. But in reality, it's never going to work the first time. I've never, ever seen it work the first time, not just in my own life, but in my friends, like that. Nobody hits right away. You begin your trying and failing, or as marketers call it, your testing period. Right? Like, this is where you're going to test this. You're going to test this offer. You're going to test this thing. You're going to test how you position and your messaging. And there's just a lot of testing in marketing, right? Which is why a lot of people hate marketing, because you have to spend a lot of money testing. So you guys, with why I come to you the way that I come to you day in, day out, always showing up to help you. Hopefully you require a lot less testing, because I've done a lot of testing, and I know, and I've worked in different industries and in different niches. And so I know what things kind of need to sound like in different niches in order for them to be successful, which is what I bring to you guys. I know how the message needs to come across. I know what people need to hear. I know that you're not going to say this, you're going to say this instead. And that's just stuff that is kind of, it lives in my cells at this point, but that's what I bring to you guys all the time. So if you're in Inner Circle, you guys get daily action items from me, and it's based on what I know is going to work for you. And the funny thing is, and I tell this to people I know and stuff, but I'm like, there are things that I'm teaching you guys in Inner Circle and in AMU and stuff. There are things that I'm teaching you in there that are really complex things that if I told you what they actually were, you would get paralyzed deer in headlights. But I don't tell you what it is. I instead tell you what to do. And when you do the thing that I tell you to do, you're naturally doing this really complex marketing, ooh, that's an interesting word, marketing method that is going to get you some really good results. And so that's I wanted to kind of point that out to you, because I don't necessarily tell you guys that all the time, and I'm still not going to tell you what I have you doing. How do you like that? You're not even going to be able to Google. I'm still not going to tell you. Devery, yep, trying and failing. That's a very plain room behind you there, sister. Oh, thanks, Devery. My background sucks. This is a plain room. I'm not in any sort of bougie room or anything. This is very, very plain. Michelle, grateful for you. Aw, thank you. When the student is ready, that's it. Hey, Sherry, I see you, miss. So you guys, I'm sorry, this was supposed to be about Traffic and Conversion Summit. If you can, I would totally get it. I'll put the link to, I think I have a discount code for you. I believe it should still work. I'll put the link in here later, in about 10 minutes probably. If you want to come back to this video, it'll be in here later. But you guys have the best day. And if it's not Traffic and Conversion Summit, it's no big deal at all. But find something to learn from today, right? So if you're in my stuff, if you're in AMU, go through the modules. If you're in, I made it short and sweet for you so you could do the thing. If you're in Inner Circle, grab a course in there that you haven't gone through yet, right? I strongly suggest Big Think. That's going to change your entire life. So grab something and get your learn on today. I was reminded by and then I'm going to get out of here. I was reminded by one of those Facebook memories. You know how you get Facebook memories? I was reminded by that I have done this for so long, that this one thing that I'm going to talk to you about, I've done it for so long that it's literally from 5 years ago was the memory. And it's that I wake up, I drink coffee. That's not the thing though. And then I learn something every single day. I wake up, I drink coffee, and I learn something. So I either go through a course, or I'm not going through courses right now while I'm at the event, of course, but whenever I'm home, I would go through a module of a course. I would read a chapter of a book or more. Do something that's going to push the needle on what you already know, and it's going to give you more knowledge. The worst thing that we could do is sit in what we already know and think we're going to find success. It's not going to happen. We need to continuously be learning, always and forever. Okay, I love you guys. I'm getting out of here. Bye-bye.